If you're looking for that perfect escape, that book that just pulls you in and doesn't let go, you are in the right place. Today, we're diving into the story that has absolutely captured the hearts of millions, Emily Henry's fantastic novel, People We Meet on Vacation.
And let's be super clear here, this isn't just any romance novel. Nope, this thing shot straight to the top, landing that coveted #1 spot on the New York Times bestseller list. That alone tells you this story really struck a chord with a massive audience, and we're about to find out why. And as if being a #1 bestseller wasn't enough, you better get your popcorn ready. This story is so cinematic, so compelling, that Netflix is turning it into a movie. I mean, that is a huge vote of confidence in just how captivating this thing is. And the buzz, oh, it is real. On Goodreads alone, over 1.6 million people have rated this book. Just let that number sink in for a second. That's a huge wave of readers connecting with this story, which tells you it's so much more than just hype. So, what's the secret? What's the magic here? Well, it all comes down to two unforgettable people. Let's meet the duo at the absolute heart of this journey, Poppy and Alex. This one line, right here, tells you pretty much everything you need to know. It's a story built on years and years of history, this cherished tradition, and, of course, the tension of a ticking clock. The stakes are set right from the beginning, a really deep friendship that's just teetering on the edge of becoming something more. And here is where it gets really interesting. Poppy and Alex are the absolute definition of opposites attract. I mean, you've got Poppy, a total wild child with this unquenchable thirst for travel, living it up in New York City. And then you have Alex. He wears khakis, okay? He prefers to stay home in their small town. This clash is exactly what makes their connection so fascinating and so complicated. So you're probably asking, how does a wild child from New York and a homebody in khakis even become best friends? Well, their entire relationship is built around this one sacred tradition, a whole series of summer vacations that became the foundation of, well, everything. Their story starts with something so simple, a car ride home from college, but that one fateful trip sparked a tradition. For 10 years, they took one glorious week of vacation together every single summer. It was their thing, the bedrock of their friendship, until it wasn't. An unspoken rift, one single event brought it all to a sudden crashing halt. And that brings us right to the heart of the conflict. That final, ill-fated trip is the mystery that hangs over every single page. What could have possibly gone so wrong that it would completely end a decade of friendship? And the book is so direct about this. They didn't just drift apart. The book says they ruined everything. That language is so final, so dramatic. It just forces you to ask, how? What could two best friends possibly do to completely sever a bond that strong? And the fallout was just complete silence. For 2 full years, they haven't spoken. This number isn't just a measure of time, it's a measure of the damage. 2 years is a long, heavy silence for people who were once the most important person in each other's lives. But a story can't just end there, can it? Of course not. The present-day plot is all driven by desperation, by hope, and this really tantalizing possibility of a do-over. It's all about one last chance to fix what they broke.
So, here's how it all kicks off. Poppy has everything she ever thought she wanted, but she's just deeply unhappy, stuck in a rut. And when she forces herself to pinpoint the last time she was truly happy, the answer is so clear. It was with Alex on that disastrous final trip. This realization sparks a pretty desperate plan. She reaches out and proposes one more vacation, and to her own shock, he agrees. So now she has 1 week, just 7 days, to try and put it all back together. And this, right here, is the question the entire book hangs on. As Poppy tries to patch things up on this final trip, she can no longer avoid the one big truth that has always stood between them. And that's the mystery at the heart of the story.
And hey, if you're still not convinced, just listen to best-selling author Jodi Picoult, who calls it the perfect getaway. And that's exactly what this book offers, a brilliant escape into a world of travel, friendship, and the beautiful hope of a second chance. So the big question remains, can one more trip fix everything they broke? And can they finally face the one big truth that's been standing between them all this time? Well, the only way to find out is to dive into the story yourself. The link to this book is in the video description.